Now, Gabe, typically when you see one player that's injured and one player that's elite, you should probably see like a plus on the side, to bail the person out. How do you feel looking here? Jalen Hurts for Jaden Daniels in a 12x12 best ball league.
Man, I want Jalen Hurts right now.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
Welcome in to the All Gas Trade Show. I'm Ty at Ty Declare 44. I'm joined by Gabe at iGabe_FF on X. Yes, welcome in. Happy Saturday to the people. You made it. Long week. You made it in. Good for you. And Gabe, we made it through week. We're into week 11 now. We got new rising stars. We have the Patriots of all teams just running away with the AFC right now. Good for them. How are you doing, my friend?
I am doing great, buddy. Doing great, man. Just trying to navigate this dynasty market like everybody else here.
Yeah, it's not easy. Things change all the time, and we got to stay on top of it. Best place to do that, patreon.com/allgas. Stay tapped in with everything DDFFB is doing over there. You can head over to DDFFB.com, aka DDFantasyFootball.com, to get all the tools and everything we have over there. And of course, the little members and chill trades and chill tier, $3.99 YouTube Premium. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check out Wednesday's live stream, 3-hour Wednesday night's main event, mid-season mayhem. Jay Rich, Ray, Brandon, Scott, Shane, me. We did a bunch of different games. We had a lot of fun. Go check that out after you watch this, of course. Gabe, you ready to talk some serious like Jaden Daniels swaps and just 12x12? We're in this league, right?
Oh yeah.
It's a fairly top heavy league. There's a good handful of teams. Anyone could win it. You are one of those teams. I'd like to consider myself one of those teams, and T. Sanford is one of those teams. He won it last year.
Yeah.
Hollywood Ravens. I think he's at a 3. He's 3-7. No, that's me. I think he's only had 3 wins this year. So just tough sledding for Hollywood. But talk to me here, man. Jaden Daniels for Hurts straight up.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think at this point, had this been at the very beginning of the season, it would have been, maybe a little bit of a different story, right? Where it probably was going to be Jaden Daniels over Jalen Hurts, but I think they're very relatively close as far as, ADV goes, right? Well, long behold, right, Jaden Daniels is now injured, which it seems like the injury isn't as severe as we initially had anticipated, and so maybe there's a chance he comes back sooner rather than later. Now, what good is that? Who knows? Because Washington is not going nowhere very fast. But, again, we'll have to wait and see. But time in week to week, again, Jalen Hurts may not be the best, NFL quarterback, if you will. But from a fantasy perspective, he's everything that you pretty much want in a fantasy quarterback. I mean, he's very mobile, gets a lot of rushing touchdowns, and he does good enough with his arm as well. And so he has always been considered as one of the elite, quote unquote, quarterbacks. And so I just don't see how pivoting from a Jaden Daniels to a Jalen Hurts in this time right now, where people are wanting to make sure that they have points on their roster. They're ready to keep going. They're ready to keep the wheels turning. I just don't understand how you wouldn't want to have a plus, right? Because at the end of the day, again, Jaden Daniels to Jalen Hurts from a point scoring perspective, I'm going to say that either of these guys cannot score themselves week over week, right? Like 1 week it'll be Jalen, 1 week it'll be Jaden, and it'll just keep flip-flopping back and forth. They're both incredibly, high-end assets at the quarterback position. The only thing I can say is Jaden Daniels is a little bit younger, right? That's the reality of the situation, but I think they're very, very close. And so if one's playing right now and one isn't playing, give me the one that's playing pretty easily.
Yeah. So this league, it's a 0.25 per rush attempt, and you get a full point for a rushing first down as well. So yeah, both Jaden and Jalen should be difference makers when we're both healthy. And I think from Hollywood Ravens side, if I can kind of put my mind in his mind, I bet it's hey, I'm 3-17, like I'm near the bottom of the league. If I get these Hurts points off my roster, maybe that ensures that I get 101 with the squad. And I can't fault that, but I also think you can accomplish that and probably squeeze. Like, if that was Daniels in a second, Daniels a third, and a running back, just anything to really just make it make sense, I'm here for it. Even an injured player, right? Like, I bet T would be willing to part with an injured player if he had one.
Oh yeah. Well, and even going back to that too, like while you're kind of looking up something over there, like even for T, he's in I think third or fourth place right now. He's actively looking to move that Jaden Daniels, especially with the injury. And so I just felt like you kind of left a little bit of meat on the bone, right? I mean, again, is it worth the squeeze sometimes? Maybe not, but I think in the direction that both of the teams were going in, you wanting to get the points off your roster and him wanting to get these points on his roster, I just feel like you didn't let him feel it enough. Right. I mean, I think at the end of the day, he basically got a 1-for-1 swap from a really good player to a really good player. One was injured, one wasn't. I feel like you could have made him pay for it a little bit more, I guess is really where I'm going with it.
Yeah. I think you probably could have gotten a Caleb Johnson, maybe even a Bill after these last struggles, these last weeks. Jaden Reed. He has Tucker Kraft as well in a 2.25 tight end premium. I'm sure you could have added something to the hurt side to maybe even get a sniff at Kraft. So,
oh yeah,
but who knows? Maybe that's they've gone back and forth, and this was the easiest place to do it. Either way, T, I like it for you there. Hollywood, I hope that in the aggregate works out for you. Makes your pick later, and going into next year, you have Jaden Daniels, and you're happy about it. So, good little deal to get us started off. But we'll move on to the true J Stu. 12 teams, start 10. It's a super flex and a 0.5 tight end premium. So we got 2 trades here from the true J Stu to put the fear of God in my enemies. So that's fun. So J Stu sends away Garrett Wilson, a 2027 first belonging to Tom G82, a 26 third, a 27 second, and a 28 second. Just duct tape and all that spare change together. He gets Christian McCaffrey and Rashee Rice. Gabe, I'm going to tell you, with this hat on my head, I think even in an unbiased mind, 12 by 10, Garrett Wilson in 2 seconds, hell, throw in a third. I still want Rashee Rice. And I'm willing to pay a 27 first for Christian McCaffrey on the right team. Do you see that any differently?
I mean, whenever I see this trade go through, I definitely, he's definitely right. You're putting the fear of God for sure on the enemies, right? And so I don't disagree with you, man. I mean, Garrett Wilson at this point, I feel like he's one of those guys that we always aspire him to be a lot better than he actually not is, because I think he is a great receiver. His situation is just not the best, and it hasn't improved year over year, and it doesn't look like it's getting any better anytime soon. And so now he's injured also, and yeah, it just hasn't been great. And Rashee Rice right now is playing incredibly well. So damn good right now, man. And then Christian McCaffrey, I mean, we don't even need to talk about him. He is the best running back in football, and it's not close. Not close.
From a WAR perspective, him, Jonathan Taylor, both just breaking the league, and like a per touch Rico Dowdle. Like it's just there's so many good things happening there for J Stu. So he has Dart, Goff, Purdy, Mac Jones, Shuck, Gibbs. He has H-Han, Genty, Hampton, Scattaboo, Harvey, JSN, Rice, Ibuka, Harrison, Addison, Warren, Kittle, Kincaid, Theo Johnson, and he only has 26 second left until 2028. So he's cashing all of his chips, but I mean, look at that damn team in a 12 by 10. I can see why you're able to kind of put all this stuff together to move over and get that CMC and Rice.
Yeah, I think honestly, if I'm J Stu at this point, man, you have so many great assets at such a shallow format. Can you start to consolidate to just get even better assets, man? I mean, again, looking at it, you have Jackson Dart. Can you get Jackson Dart and something else to try to get into like a Josh Allen type? Again, I mean, I don't know what that looks like, but just continue to up tier, if you will, because you do have so many assets in such a shallow format, right? And now obviously you want to be a little bit mindful, like kind of teeter that line really, really well, because you don't have any picks, right? So you definitely don't want to tier up too much to the point where you have an injury now, and now you really don't have a full starting roster. But I think I saw Kincaid in there. I think I saw, like, you have a couple pieces paired with Tyler Warren and George Kittle, I think is what I saw. Yeah, you got Warren and Kittle and Kincaid in a start 10. Probably don't need all three, right? So Kincaid's injured now. You can move him. Or if you want to keep him because he is injured and his value is a little bit more depressed, Maybe you look to pivot off of Warren or Kittle, right? Theo Johnson's been playing very well also. So, I mean, again, you have a lot of pieces right now. One thing that I would just try to consider is maybe if you start to move some of these guys and you just de-risk yourself a little bit from injuries like Kincaid, right? Like if it would have been a really bad injury, well, that value of really high-end tight end drops significantly. And again, with this team, I just don't feel like you need to run that risk right now.
No, I don't think so. But I do think that J-Stu has your mindset, right? But I have this roster. Let's find the right places to up tier. And that's what he was thinking of this next deal too, where he sent Treyveon Henderson and a 28 first for Devon Achane. He says, edit, this trade feels very different after Hendo's third touchdown of the night. And I can understand that. So talk to me, 12 by 10, Achane or Henderson and a 28 first with what we know today.
I mean, dude, can we talk about Henderson for a second?
We can talk about Henderson for a sec.
He has been fantastic. And I know that there was multiple weeks with even us. I think I told you a couple times, I'm like, man, maybe we're wrong on Treyveon. Like maybe, New England sees something that we don't see in practice. And it's just like, why are they refusing to give this guy the ball? And now looking at it, I'm like, really, what the hell were we doing beforehand? Why didn't we give this guy the ball sooner? I mean, look at what he's doing right now without Ramondre Stevenson, right? And so, Ty, this one, I don't know. I get it. I understand what you're trying to do. And again, obviously, hindsight is very much 2020. Devon Achane has been fantastic for the last couple of years. He's also been great this year. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Everything looks good. Being that it is a running back, if you will, I'm a little bit weary to give a potential high-end running back as well on top of the liquidity, right? Mm-hmm. Because again, if anything happens to Devon Achane, the floor falls out from you pretty fast, right? With running backs just in general. I think it's close. I think you could definitely sway me either which way. I know that it's a shallow format, but just the way that Treyveon Henderson has been playing right now, I'm going to assume that he's going to keep this up. New England is a fantastic team, fantastic offense that I just want pieces of. Drake May looks great. I am going to stick with Treyveon Henderson, man, at the 28 first. And I know that's a little bit of recency bias, but we've been wanting him to do this, and he's finally doing it. I'm not going to sell him when he's doing the things that I want him to do now.
Right. Just because we didn't see it for the first, 9 weeks of the season, right? Like, we do have to adjust what we're seeing today. And with the opportunity, I don't see them putting the cookie back in the jar if and when Ramondre
there's no way
again,
Yeah, so there's no way.
Maybe the total touches come down. He has to stay efficient, but he does seem efficient. He seemingly has a nose for the end zone the last 2 weeks. I mean, on the ground against Tampa Bay, 14 rushes for 147 yards, 10.5 a carry for 2 touchdowns. Receiving, he only had 1 reception for 3 yards that game. Last week against New York, he had 5 catches for 31 and a touchdown. And he also had 19 carries for 62 yards and 2. So he's getting a lot of volume. Oh, yeah. Again, he had a couple of long ass runs against Tampa Bay. So that definitely helps the old efficiency metrics, right? But I'm very interested in Treyveon here. At a 28 first, I'm going to assume it's a real year, that it's actually going to be on calendars here, but I haven't personally seen it yet. But Devon Achane's also an absolute dog, right?
100%.
So you never want to discount that. But Gabe, I don't like to hold my dynasty value at running back.
No. And
that's something I find across a lot of leagues is I don't really want to rely on that to be like the anchor of my dynasty squad. So if I have a team like the true J-Stu, I feel much better having Achane than I do Henderson in a first.
Yeah.
But I think there's probably a lot more you could do with Henderson and that first. So I'm going to take Henderson in the first as well as a general. Give me the first, give me the comparable running back, and I will take the process deal. But in a 12 by 10 with J-Stu's team, I get it. Even with hindsight, I'm still okay going to get that Achane. So, again, that team is just disgusting. So you're not missing much on that team. So that's a nice one though. I want to know what the people think right now. Achane or Henderson in a first? Let's say a 28 first to actually give that one a chance.
Yeah, I was going to say, because if it's anything sooner than that, I don't think it's going to be like, if you're telling me it's a 26 or 27 first, I don't think it's that close.
No, exactly. Jake the Snake followed suit here. So a 10 by 10 super flex PPR tight end premium. He sends away a 26 first, Brashard Smith in a third for Henderson. So this feels more like some things we'll see maybe in leagues across here. A first, a plus, a plus. This team is 9-1, a lock for the bye week. The pick should be late as a result. I mean, this would feel great as a little mid-season addition. You know, just adding Henderson to a squad that's already producing, sending away your late first now. That's a testament to why you keep those picks and you don't just send them away as soon as the year starts, right? Like, you have a little patience. You can have these tools to go and get some things done in season. What do you think here? 10 by 10 Henderson or a first, Brashard Smith in the third?
I mean, honestly, in such a shallow format, it's not close for me. I'm going to take Treyveon Henderson, and you know, Brashard Smith is actually somebody that I kind of want to stash. Like, I do, if I can, I would definitely love to take him in throw-in deals, right? Because that's kind of what, you know, you just kind of, hey, like, sweet, it's a deal sweetener, right? And he's definitely somebody that I'm actively looking to get into, just in the off chance that Pacheco just hasn't looked great. Kareem Hunt's just a plotter out there. Like, it just hasn't been good, right? And so I think if Smith gets the chance, maybe he can be the one that has like that spark at that running back position for Kansas City. Again, another fantastic offense. And so that doesn't, for me though, make the difference between 26 first and Treyveon Henderson. So especially the way that he's playing right now, had this been 6-7 weeks ago, then maybe, you know, you could talk to me. I could see it maybe a little bit differently, but at the end of the day, Ty, we had to pay a high-end first to get Treyveon Henderson in the rookie drafts, and now in season when he's actually producing the way that you want him to produce, there's just no chance, man. I'm giving him up for a first.
That's the thing, right? For those who have held Henderson this long.
Yeah. I mean, why would you? Why would you do anything else? I mean, again, I get like sometimes having the dynasty discipline, but he's a rookie, one, and we've talked about it multiple times. We have to give these guys a little bit of patience, right? Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, he's just doing all the things that you want in such a high efficient offense. Yeah, man, I can't do that right now. I can't do it. And again, maybe I'm a fool for recency bias on it. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. No, actually, I know that we play pretty reactionary, but I also think that we do it with a plan, right? And this would be the kind of plan that I would want to implement, because regardless or not, there's for sure someone in your league that loves Henderson. And the more that he plays like he has been the last 2 weeks, the more that love's going to grow. So you're not going to dead end asset in Henderson. Again, I don't want to hold my dynasty value there, but I'll take that Henderson over Smith, a late first and a third today.
Yeah.
Okay. So got a couple of Henderson deals from the people this week. I figured we can talk about him. Oh, I'm sorry. Not that goat. This Henderson. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Not all. No, that's what this is what Treyveon Henderson looks like when Vrabel actually feeds him. He turns into LT. But no, Treyveon Henderson. Also, give me a tight 30 seconds on the jersey combo here. How did you feel looking at the old Patriots last night in these jerseys?
Oh yeah, man. I thought this color scheme was pretty sweet, actually. Whenever I saw it, I really liked it. I mean, I think it's a really, really nice color from what the standard is. I don't know, man. I really do like it. I like the color combo for sure.
I bet it looks great in person. I also felt like it was like the colorblind series. Like it was like it felt like everything else on the screen was muted because of it. But I mean, I kind of dig it too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's funny.
Treyveon Henderson, man. We traded away our Treyveon Henderson share in DD Kings to get our first back, which is a lock for 101. Still doing that today, but you know, it would be nice to have that Treyveon in the back pocket. So I have old Dynasty Daddy's trade database pulled up here, buddy.
All right.
I got Treyveon Henderson pulled in. I got up to 4 assets, super flex league. Start 9, start 10, start 11. It's a general, your general league. Okay. I want to know what you're doing, Treyveon Henderson or the trade. Are you ready for the hot seat, my friend?
All right. Let me get myself adjusted over here, and let's do it. I'm ready.
Excellent. Okay. Well, this is the hot seat, and go. Caleb Johnson and Treyveon Henderson, or 2 2026 first?
Ooh, I'll lean Treyveon Henderson.
Treyveon Henderson or Nico Collins in a first?
Treyveon Henderson and Nico Collins for...
Or Nico Collins in a first.
Oh, no. I'll still take Nico Collins in a first.
Treyveon Henderson and Trey Benson, or Cam Scadaboo and RJ Harvey?
I'll still take Treyveon Henderson.
Brock Bowers or Treyveon Henderson and 2 firsts and a 1.0 tight end premium?
Holy moly. Dude, I will take Brock Bowers.
Treyveon Henderson or Oronde Gadsden at the buzzer?
Oh, no. Treyveon Henderson.
Okay. Excellent. Any of those you want to chat about?
Yeah, actually, I think, I think Treyveon right now, he's probably going to be valued probably close to 2 firsts. Again, I don't know that somebody's going to be willing to pay that. And so I was going to talk to you about the Caleb Johnson Treyveon for 2 firsts. I think the first one that you asked me.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, right? Because you kind of get like the Caleb Johnson, the hopes and dreams, right?
Hope. That's literally what I thought of whenever I was thinking about that deal.
Yeah. That's an interesting, that specific one came from a 10-team start 9. So, right. I mean, in that case, like, that's interesting. Like what can you really do with 2 firsts there, right? So
apparently this 26 class is horrible, Ty. Haven't you heard?
That's what the people are saying, man. We did a mock draft and people didn't like it. They're out. It's like, all right, well, we do this every damn year. So
this is literally the conversation I've had with a couple of people. They're like, why don't you want to take this 26 first or take this 26 first or whatever? And I'm like, I hear it's a terrible year, man. Like, why would anybody want that? Yeah. I'm like, every year it happens. Every
single year. I'll tell you what, man. If I'm sitting there and I've been holding on to that Henderson all year and just being like, damn it, I missed again, and I have that Caleb Johnson as well, and I'm even more sad. And in a week and a half, I can turn that into 2 first-round picks. That's some dynasty discipline that you have to move that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm assuming in a 10-by-9, you have 9 starters already. So give me the picks, but that is something where if you want to bet on Treyveon being the difference maker and having a Caleb Johnson bullet that you could fit on your roster, you have my blessing.
Yeah, and honestly, like the more I think about it now too, Caleb Johnson is probably never even sniffing the lineup either. No. So probably is appropriate to take the 2 firsts over Treyveon Henderson and Caleb Johnson in such a shallow format.
Treyveon Henderson and Drake London or Malik Neighbors and Tucker Kraft?
Any tight end premium or anything?
I don't see one.
You said Treyveon Henderson, Drake London for Neighbors and Kraft. I'll still take London and Henderson. I mean, Neighbors to London for me, it's already pretty close. And I'll take Henderson right now over Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. If that's pumped up tight end premium, I can lean the injured cat.
Yeah. I agree.
Cool. All right, well, that was fun. Little hot seat, waking us up. So let's again, let us know. What are you doing with your Hendersons? Are you happy? I'm assuming you're happy.
I was going to say, I hope you're happy.
Yeah, please. If you're not happy, seek help or like join a league. I don't know what you have to do. Tune into DDFFB. Feel better about your fantasy football. I don't know. But yeah, but tell us, what do you think, right? What are you doing with your Henderson? Are you holding? Are you trying to cash out now? Some dynasty discipline deals, or has your king come home and all your fantasy dreams are alive and well? But Henderson, fun guy. Slippy, 10 teams start 10, 2 quarterback PPR. It's a 0.5 tight end premium, 4 points for a passing touchdown, -1 for an interception. Slippy is contending, and he got his first share of Josh Allen. So he sends away Jaden Daniels, Harold Fannin, Kyle Monungai, and a 2026 first, not his own, to get Trey Benson and Josh Allen. I saw him in person, Josh Allen. I can confirm he is a literal Buffalo. But, man, Jaden Daniels in a first for Josh Allen today.
Josh Allen.
It's Josh Allen, right?
Yeah, it's Josh Allen.
I like Harold Fannin a lot. You know that.
Yeah.
Common guy, we like him. Trey Benson, I need to see it before I really put like the excitement behind Trey Benson.
Oh yeah.
10-by-10, man. Like, I feel like even with my love for Harold Fannin, I don't know really what the context is on that first. I can see a world where I would package all that up for Josh Allen in a 10-by-10 where at quarterback, I want the top of the ladder, or I'll figure it out in post, right? And Josh Allen's a great guy to hit your cart too. So where do you lean here?
Ooh, I think that's spicy, man.
Well, again, it is. I need to put myself in like the shallow mindset because
100%.
We play in a lot of deeper leagues, and where like I love PJ Holers. I don't want to get caught in the pause moment here, but Jaden Daniels, Harold Fan, and Kyle Monangai in a first, like that is a legitimate for I'll call it 1.5.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you feel any differently? And I'm just, again, before I dive into what I think, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel any differently about this if Jaden Daniels only misses 2 weeks and it's 100% good to go?
Oh yeah. 100%.
I mean, that's what it's kind of looking like, right? They didn't put him. I mean, it sounds like he's going to be back a lot sooner than we think.
Yeah. And I hope that
I'm just
becomes
asking
the case,
the
but I
question.
think there's also a reality where Washington sucks this year and they're out of it.
Oh,
and
they're
maybe they
horrible.
slow play it, or he comes back and it's okay. Right.
Yeah.
If I'm in a 10-by-10, I'm contending and I need to go get it. Again, think about 10-by-10, right? Think about how good every team is, how there's probably more than enough tight ends to go around. There's more than enough running backs to fit on your rosters. You're just looking for ways to get up a level. That's where like this kind of a deal would actually make sense. Any other format, man, like it probably has to be the package. But talk to me here, 10-by-10. Why can't it be the bottom?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think for me, I think I lean the bottom, and the biggest reason is because we already saw a deal earlier in the show, right, where it was Jaden Daniels for Jalen Hurts, right? So clearly there are still, and I know that you can get that regularly, right, beforehand. Like, I think people would still be willing to give you something very close to that, even if I have to add a second or something of the equivalent. If that's Jalen Hurts on instead of Jaden Daniels, I'm sure you feel very differently, right? And so for me, I just think what you can do with Jaden Daniels, even if you're on a contending team and you have him, you can still ship him away for a Jalen Hurts, a Patrick Mahomes, somebody, probably not Lamar Jackson, but you could probably get pretty close to that if you add a little bit, right? So just kind of going through like the quarterbacks in that range, I think that you can just do something more with Jaden Daniels than packaging up all of this stuff. Because to your point, all of these guys I kind of like in some way, shape, or form, right? I do like Jaden Daniels. I do like Harold Fannin, right? And again, I mean, I know that it's a shallow format, but even in a half-point tight end premium, like he's still somebody that could be viable. And then Kyle Monangai. So definitely a guy that I want to stash for the future. So I don't know, man.
Your guy, Kyle Monangai. I mean, so on this team, right? He now has Josh Allen. He had Caleb. He has Dimes as well, right? So he's crisp at quarterback.
Yeah.
Bijan, Hampton, Marks, and backups. So I like the Bijan. Marks is a great plug. He's your boy, Woody Marks, getting more and more work in that Houston backfield.
Oh, yeah.
When Hampton comes back, we expect him to be good. Hopefully he actually comes back. Chase, CD, JJ, Rome, Nico, Marv, McBride picks 2 extra 26 first, 2 27 first. This is the kind of team I expect to make this kind of a deal.
Yeah, it's
right?
a great team.
Whereas PJ Holer, again, hopefully I'm not getting a pause moment there. I'm assuming that they need to split Josh Allen, and that's an awesome split for Josh Allen. So again, I could say it all again, right? In a 10-by-10, and with that team, this is the kind of deal that gets done. This is where I want to make sure I have my first, where I can go and actually make a deal like this when I need to.
Yeah.
But Slippy, don't be doing this in a 12-by-12. Don't be doing this in best ball. Don't be doing this in anything but this window that you've given us. But anything else on this one?
No, man. Like I said, I think it was a good deal. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes to fruition with old Jaden Daniels and when he comes back.
We'll see. If you want more on Jaden Daniels, listen to our last show. We talked a lot of JD.
Oh yeah.
All right. T Metzger 5405 12 team start 9, 1 quarterback, 1 PPR, and a 1.5 tight end premium. The picks I sent were the current 101, likely a top 2 to 3 at the very worst, and the league juggernauts 27 second. So Matzker sent. BTJ, Brees Hall, a very early 26 first, likely a late 27 first in that 5 fab, gets Josh Jacobs and Amon-Ra St. Brown. 12 by 9, one quarterback, not a quarterback in sight. You love to see it. Brian Thomas Jr., 101 and a late 27 second, or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Dude. I mean, I'm probably still gonna lean Amon-Ra. I'm probably still gonna lean Amon-Ra. And real quick, one comment. I've never seen that 0 vetoes on the corner. I've never seen that before. Never seen that before. And I'm pretty sure we need a VAR review here. I'm pretty sure Metz is trading with himself because the names are almost the same. T. Metzger, he's trading with Metz. He might be trading with himself, Ty. We may need to look into this.
Maybe a burner situation here, right? So interesting.
We'll have to look into that one. But no, I think 101, Brian Thomas Jr., Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think I'm going to just still take Amon-Ra St. Brown. Just BTJ, man, it's got a lot of stink on him. God, it's not good right now for BTJ.
In a word, it's stinky, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm taking Josh Jacobs over Brees Hall.
Yes, we agree there. But just 5 fab may change your mind. No, I mean, I my hope is that Brian Thomas can actually have like a decent end of the year. Remove some of that stink going into next season and just get healthy, get rid of Shane Waldron and move forward. But yeah, I mean, I'm taking Amon-Ra and Josh Jacobs too. Yeah, the 101 is the piece that makes this deal go, because I was looking at it before without that additional context, and I'm like, how does that math with Amon-Ra there in a 12 by 9? But one quarterback as well, right? So what do we say about those early picks in a one quarterback league, Gabe?
Yeah, I mean, typically they just shoot up the value of your positional players, and really, if you don't have the first couple picks, then it really just doesn't make that much. It doesn't really make that much sense because the quarterback value drops significantly and it pushes up all the positional players.
Yeah, exactly. So this team is now May, Purdy, Jonathan Taylor, Jacobs, Hampton, Amon-Ra, Rice, Odunze, Olave, G. Will, Keenan, Bowers, Strange, 26 first, early 27 first, his own 27. Got a week 14 trade deadline. Juggernaut is a juggernaut, but I thought this deal could close the gap. Basically, all the elite assets are on contenders and aren't movable. This might have been the only deal I could have made to add to my roster. So that's what I want to talk about just really quick, man. Like in some of these leagues that have been established, a couple years in, or even ones that come out of the startup sometimes, some of those assets are so consolidated already onto so few rosters and people don't move. So you've got to take your chances. You have to have the ammo to go and get some things. So that's kind of a deal, man. It doesn't come around all the time. I'm sure you had to put this offer in their inbox to get it done too. This kind of deal, I don't think doesn't just show up on your inbox, right? So again, maybe you're logging into your burner to get it done. Either way, you had to send the offer one way or the other.
He sent it to himself. I mean,
but however that worked out, but yeah, man, Jacobs, Amon-Ra, give me that side. Anything else on this one?
No, man.
Okay, excellent. Let's move on to old Crespo here. So 12 team. Start 11 Superflex lineup. It's a 1.0 tight end premium. All of his wide receivers are hurt, but he's in first place at 8-2. So he sends away that injured Garrett Wilson, 26 first and a 27 third. Gets Drake London and Parker Washington.
The wide receiver 1 in Jacksonville.
Yeah, like me some Parker Washington, man. He's
been good, man. He's been good.
Remember when Myers got traded there? It was a RIP Parker Washington, 2025 to 2025. But yeah, talk to me here, dude. I mean, Drake London, Garrett Wilson and a first, Drake London.
Drake London.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that Drake London's playing, and again, Garrett Wilson just he's kind of just a pure hopium play at this point. Again, he's a fantastic receiver. Don't get it twisted. He's fantastic. It just, the situation is not good, man. It's not good. And unfortunately, the position that he plays, Ty, I hear that he needs somebody to pass him the ball. And he just doesn't have that.
Nope. So historically bad passing offense in the old Jets.
And then Parker Washington, I mean, again, a really good really, really good wide receiver 2 right now in Jacksonville. And the window for opportunity just continues to open up for him. And based on what I've seen, man, every chance that he gets, he's taken it and ran with it, and he's been good. So I will definitely take Parker Washington over a 27 third.
Yeah, 100%. Nice one, Crespo. I like this one for you. It's a good way to, again, get rid of those injured guys. Your contending roster, send away. I'm assuming that's your first. Send it away. Get into London. Get a nice piece in Parker Washington there. I'm cool with it. Okay, let's. So we're gonna move on here. We got
the class isn't good, man. The class isn't good. Remember,
apparently, no, allegedly. All Gas Trade Show, Premium Gas League. Oh wait, I got a thing. Here we go. Bang. We are gonna close the show off here with 5 different deals that went down in the old All Gas Trade Show Premium Gas League this week. So again, it's a 14 team start 10. Start 10? Start 11.
11, I think, yeah.
11. Yeah, start 11. Best ball, it's a 25-man roster. It is, so you got to start 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. You got 2 flexes. You get 3 running backs, and you got to start 2 quarterbacks. Big play bonus is out the yin yang. It's a 0.15 PPC, 5-point passing touchdowns. We should add defenses to the next one here in the offseason, man.
Ooh, that would be good.
I've been liking these defensive leagues. It's a full point premium for the old tight ends there. Tiered PPR, with the wide receivers getting a little kick because, we'll break it down in some of these other deals that went through on how kind of the league structure changes, how at least I value some things. But let's start here with old Danny Too Good and Big Steve-O.
Are you foreshadowing for something?
No, don't worry about it. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. So Steve-O, he sends away Tyler Warren, DK Metcalf, Justin Herbert, and Christian Watson. He gets into Matt Stafford, Daniel Jones, Kyle Pitts, Cade Otton, and old Puka Nacua. So we'll remember Danny Too Good. He came out of the draft very kind of top asset heavy. He started to kind of break it down a bit. Now he's kind of tearing back up in a couple spots. It seems like taking those 2 quarterbacks, sending them away. Steve-O's got a decent team. What is he? He's 16-4. I say a decent team. He has a very nice team. Again, he's one of those things, has a lot of studs as well. So what are you thinking here, man? Warren, Metcalf, Herbert, and Watson, or Stafford, Jones, Pitts, Otton, and Nacua?
Man, I think I put in the comments whenever this deal went through, I didn't realize that this trade was for this league until I was giving advice on a league that directly affected me. And let me tell you, it didn't feel good when I saw it go through, especially because I am contending in this league as well. And Steve-O is one of my contenders. And you hate to give advice to the enemy and then the enemy use it against you. You hate to do it. You hate to do it. I mean, honestly, dude, it's a best ball league for me. Yeah. I say it multiple times, right? I've said it before. Like usually in best ball, I like to lean the team that's getting the most assets, right? And that still holds true for this deal for me. Steve-O is getting just such high-end players, man. I get it. Matthew Stafford is old, crusty, and could retire tomorrow. Not literally, but could retire tomorrow, right? He's like the quarterback 2 on the year. Mm-hmm. And he's playing fantastic. Devontae Adams being there really, really, really opened up that offense. And Puka Nacua has been a beneficiary of that as well. He's great. Fantastic. Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones has been damn near scoring just as much as Justin Herbert, every week, man.
Crazy.
And Indianapolis looks good. I just don't. You're getting really, like, on Danny's side, all he is doing is really just getting ADV. Like, that is literally all he was trying to do. I mean, Tyler Warren is great. Yes, it's a start 2 tight end. I mean, Kyle Pitts, Cade Otton, I probably still want Tyler Warren, right, over those
I
two
still
tight
want Tyler
ends.
Warren over those two. Yes.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
in the best ball. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And, but at the end of the day, from a points perspective, like those guys in tandem could outscore Tyler Warren. But really, it's just DK Metcalf and Christian Watson for me. I don't really care for those type of receivers, man. This league is so depleted at the wide receiver position that from a scoring perspective, if you don't have one of the high-end receivers, then it really doesn't even matter. You can kind of just have a bunch of guys. What really makes this league kind of turn is running backs and tight ends. And we'll talk about it later, but running backs are some of the most incredibly difficult assets to get in this league. And, for me, if I were to break it down, Ty, Puka Nacua and Matt Stafford for Justin Herbert and DK Metcalf, I'm going to take probably Matt Stafford, man, and Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side of that, Daniel Jones, Kyle Pitts, Cade Otton for Tyler Warren and Christian Watson. The math's not there for me, man. I'm going to take Daniel Jones, Kyle Pitts, and Cade Otton over Tyler Warren and Christian Watson. It's a home run, man, in every single way for Steve-O here.
Yeah. It's the scarcity that this league builds into it.
Oh yeah.
Also, this at the same time, right? With given the 25-man total roster, it does emphasize being tiered up and being constructed right at the right spot. So I'm Herbert. Yeah. ADV wise, you lose between Matthew Stafford and Daniel Jones. I'm betting you score way more with that. Puka Nacua over Metcalf and Watson by a good margin. I think Tyler Warren's one of the best assets in this deal. In a start two tight end, 2.0 total tight end PPR. But I agree, man. Pitts, Otton, if I'm trying to construct it out and I have the roster space, having the 2 over 1, I like having more shots in the barrel.
Let me break it down a different way. Since you mentioned that, right? Since you mentioned Tyler Warren's one of the best assets, which I agree with. I want to be clear with that. I do agree with that. Puka Nacua, Cade Otton, Tyler Warren, DK Metcalf.
Puka Nacua, Tyler Warren. Sorry, what was that?
Puka Nacua, Cade Otton, Tyler Warren, DK Metcalf.
I want Tyler Warren, DK Metcalf.
Okay, pretty close.
I think Puka's incredible, and that's not a hot take. I think Tyler Warren in that scarcity, I can play with that. Again, Otton, I think that's a weekly starter that maybe you can rely on. DK Metcalf, that is kind of like the range of wide receiver I want to aim for in this league if I can, to have a collection of guys like that, and I can get by. I think getting the difference maker at tight end makes that work, but Puka Nacua scores a lot of points, and he's an awesome person. So I'm not again, I think good person, not a bad person, a good person. But yeah.
So then that's still Kyle Pitts, Stafford, Daniel Jones for Justin Herbert and Christian Watson.
Give me the package. Yeah. Pause. Yeah. So yeah.
Never mind.
No, we don't gotta.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Sweet. Thanks. Appreciate it. And also again, 1.25 for wide receiver PPR, right? So they do get a bit of a boost, right? So they do score a lot. But I think just with the scarcity and how Steve-O is building out his team on a team he's trying to win, I like the move. So I like Steve-O's side. For Danny, it all comes down to what you do with that condensed ADV that you have now, right? So best luck to both. I never thought I'd see mortal enemies make such a trade like this. So good for the guys.
Is it good for the guys?
Yeah. I just like good deals going down in All Gas Trade Show League, and we had a couple this week. So let's check this one out. By Drew C, Bad Moon Rising. Drew C sends Woody Marks, Dalton Schultz, and Romeo Dobbs. Gets back Ben Sennett, a 26 second, and $21 in fab.
Gotta have that fab.
Gotta have that fullback / tight end Sennett. Woody Marks. You got to talk to me as the Houston fan here. I like me some Woody Marks. He was kind of thrown away after one big game early because he didn't, I guess, continue that. But it seems the opportunity still is coming in a offense, which I don't know, man. Houston, it's scary hours this year. But talking about two seconds. Or Woody Marks and Romeo Dobbs.
In this format, in this league specifically, it's pretty easily I'm going to take Woody Marks.
Yeah.
It's pretty easily. And again, I think One thing I wanted to touch on again for the viewers, right? Like this league is a start 3 running backs, 14 team. There are not 42 good running backs. There are not 42 good running backs in the NFL. And so it just makes those running back positions so scarce and so incredibly difficult. And the league has known that, man. Now the league really does charge an arm and a leg. Not in this deal, but in the big picture, they charge an arm and a leg, man, for running backs typically. And that's why when you're only having to start 2 wide receivers are kind of like, there's 60 good wide receivers that you can find at any given time, you know? And so it's very, very difficult to get running backs. And so for me in this league specifically, I'm easily going to take Woody Marks and Romeo Doubs over 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And the $21 of FAB. You can throw that in there.
Yeah, sure. And then it's Dalton Schultz over Ben Sinnott.
Easily. Dalton Schultz over Ben Sinnott.
So Drew C, he fell out of the playoff race here. It seems like if you're looking for a second round pick, it's on Drew C's roster, right? He came out of the draft very deep, and it's been kind of a how does he kind of shape that up in post with a bunch of picks. So he's going to be well loaded if he can actually make use of all the picks that he has. And then Bad Moon Rising, he's 15-5, the number 1 overall rank on Dynasty Daddy. Still has a first, a second, a third. You know, he has multiple thirds and 27, a decent team, some injuries, but 15-5 speaks volume. So I like it for Bad Moon. I think he made his team better. For Drew C, again, there is power and volume in having all those picks, but it feels like one of those ones too where maybe you're just going to spend those picks on someone like Woody Marks in a couple months, So but I want Bad Moon's on this one too.
No, I don't disagree with you, my friend.
Yeah. Well, where people, maybe not this one.
Speaking of disagreement. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
No, not yet. We'll wait on that one. So me and Diaz got a deal done. So I sent away Cortland Sutton. I got Isaiah Pacheco and Darren Waller. So this was I'll call it like a preamble to the next deal you'll see from us. So let me just run through my team really quick. Okay. So I got Brock Purdy, JJ McCarthy, Cam Ward. I had RJ Harvey, now had the Pacheco, Ty Johnson, Will Shipley, and Audric Estime. Okay. Running backs, I traded all of them away because of just how crazy the market was in here. I knew I wasn't going to win, unfortunately, because I just got injured in too many spots. And again, I don't want to hold my dynasty value at running back. My wide receiver room, though. Emeka Ibuka, Drake London, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Jordan Addison, Alec Pierce, Alec Manor, Devon Vele, Greg Dortch.
Pretty good.
Tight end, I got Harold Fannin, Dalton Kincaid, TJ Hawkinson, Bretton Strange. Now I have Darren Waller. And I traded away Kittle deal last week too. Here's the math wall that I run into in this league.
Yep.
I can start 2 wide receivers. I can start 2 tight ends, and I only have 2 flexes. At most, I can start 4 wide receivers or 4 tight ends, right? Having a wide receiver room like I have here in Ibuka, London, Wilson, Olave, all this stuff, right? I have a hard time not building out the rest of my roster, especially looking at my running back room and holding on to any kind of wide receiver value here. I feel like I have condensed my wide receiver room in a way where I don't need to, I can give up some value if it means I can at least build up my construction more. So Sutton, sending him away for Waller and Pacheco, 2 injured players. Again, 2 for 1 in best ball where someone gets off 2 injured players for a producing wide receiver that has a solidified role in a good offense. In a general league, probably not the move. But what did you think when you saw this one come through, Gabe?
Man, this one was really difficult because, again, to your point, like I'm seeing it through the lens of me being trying to be a contending team, right? So for me, it's like, okay, 2 injured players. And really the reality was Waller was non-existent a couple months ago. Like he was retired. He was out there rapping his life away. And
Darren Waller, the rapper?
Yeah, the rapper. And so, for me, it was one of those things where I really was like, man, that's Cortland Sutton pretty easily, right? But to your point, like, I just don't know if people really understand like the magnitude of the running back position, specifically in this league. And again, I don't think Pacheco is a difference maker by any stretch. Not at all. At all. But he's kind of he's a body and a good offense that could potentially fall into the end zone a couple times here and there. And man, it was really difficult to kind of see this will come through, like I said, because immediately my eyes go to Courtland Sutton pretty easily. But I can understand from your point of view, like having such a deep wide receiver group already as it is, why you would want to try to make the pivot. But man, it's difficult for me. I want to say I lean Courtland Sutton for that.
Yeah, you more than lean. You can lean all the way into it. For me, man, yeah. What my aim here is I'm trying to get running backs who will have a role next year. I'm just betting that Isaiah Pacheco is going to be a running back who's going to have weeks in best ball, and I just want to build out that construction the best I can. So I was happy to split, but I understand dynasty value wise, it might not be the best case. But again, I'm not going to hold on to a late 20-year-old wide receiver on a team where it's not actually moving me forward by holding on to him. So, yeah, I was willing to make the move. I can totally understand why people would see it differently.
He's one of those guys you can't get a first for. Nobody's going to pay you first for Sutton. I mean, hell, I don't even know if somebody's going to want to pay 2 seconds for him.
I don't think so.
So again, I get it. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Well, speaking of trades that just people hate for me. So this is we did. In I think the words of Janner, where this one sucks ass. Big Diaz, the guy I just got that deal done with. Think he thinks I Venmo'd you some money to get this one done, or I took the.
Didn't you?
5 under the. Yeah, I didn't get it yet. I don't know if it came through, but yeah. So I sent you Michael Wilson, RJ Harvey, Parker Washington, and Isaiah Likely. I got Dalton Kincaid, J.K. Dobbins, and $27 in foul. So again, it was the same conundrum, right? That wide receiver room. I also had Michael Wilson, Parker Washington. Right? Yep. So I'm like, what value do those guys truly add to my roster if they can't get into my lineup?
Yeah.
And I'm losing that running back again, trading away Harvey for J.K. Dobbins. I get it. That was as far as timing goes and holding on to Harvey all year and then moving him there. I can understand why people might not like that. But I mean, the deal wasn't so much about getting the best running back in the deal. It was for me moving into a more scarce asset and someone who can have that eliteness to his game in Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
Again, looking at my tight end room, I want to condense that a bit now too. Because I have like 12 guys I can fit into 6 spots in my roster. That feels great in best ball, and I don't need to keep adding to that advantage. But
correct.
Talk to me, man. General best ball deal. Give me the 4 for 2. Like give me your side. Non-roster constraint leagues. Yeah, I want your side. But this was where, again, in this particular league with these roster construction limitations, that's where I want to try to condense into running back and tight end where I can. So that's what I did. And then you, I guess, pulled the wool over my eyes and smacked me. And yeah, so talk to me.
I heard you were at brunch drinking mimosas, and so I tried to take advantage of you as much as I could. That's basically what ended up happening. No, honestly, I mean, so I was very hesitant, right, to move Dalton Kincaid because, to your point, it's a start 2 tight end, and I think it's a +1 tight end premium or 1.5 tight end premium. So again, very, very, very juiced to tight ends. I already knew running backs were very difficult to get. J.K. Dobbins, this trade went down. He was injured, but he wasn't injured. But we hadn't gotten any feedback of like, oh, it's going to be a really long-term injury or anything like that. It's like, he's injured. Okay. And I'm like, all right, the man's always injured. So he'll be back next week, or he'll be back the following week. Who cares? And then it started to progress like, okay, this could be a little bit more of a lingering injury, right? Well, I mean, we've already talked about how incredibly difficult it is to get running backs in this league specifically. And so, for me and my team, I was very, very shallow at running back and still kind of am shallow at running back, right? And so for me, I'm like, okay, if I can get into a guy like RJ Harvey, who the people really like, man. People really, really like RJ Harvey. I think for me, if it's like if he goes out there and plays very well with J.K. Dobbins not there in a good offense, Denver's a good team. If he goes out there and plays well in a good offense, I really see RJ Harvey ascending his dynasty value significantly. And I think that would, that was pretty much the gamble that I was willing to take, right? I don't know. And I don't feel super confident saying that I think J.K. Dobbins, if RJ Harvey plays well, I don't know that I feel comfortable saying J.K. Dobbins is going to come back and immediately assume a role, right? Like I think if RJ Harvey, he has a really good chance right now to kind of run away with it. And that's essentially what I'm trying to make the bet on. I'm trying to make the bet that he is going to take this and run away with it. And it's not going to be J.K. Dobbins anymore once he does come back, if and when he comes back.
Yeah.
And again, Isaiah Likely for me, obviously he has Mark Andrews there, but Isaiah Likely, man, is one of those guys where if anything ever happens to Mark Andrews, if he gets traded, it just isn't in Baltimore, he gets injured or whatever, Isaiah Likely's a really, really freaking good tight end. Really, really good tight end. And so, again, you mentioned it earlier. You had traded me Kittle last week. We've done quite a few different deals, and so it's a very active league. I don't need Isaiah Likely right now. I'm okay to kind of wait for him. Again, of course, do you like to have the additional dart at the position week over week? Absolutely, but he's not going to surpass George Kittle right now. And I think I have who's my other tight end?
Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, like he's not going to get in over Jake Ferguson and George Kittle right now, right? So again, from that perspective, and they're already past their bye week, I'm okay to wait, for Isaiah Likely to become something if he ever does. Or again, he continues to spike, which is what you want in best ball, and he'll have a week here and there that is good. And you're like, all right, cool. But one thing is Parker Washington, Michael Wilson, guys that have really assumed roles in their offenses could have impacts in my wide receiver room. I'm not as deep as Ty in that space. And so these guys can probably make these guys can make an impact on the team a lot faster is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. You zoom out. I traded away youth, volume, and I'll call it the ascending asset in Harvey for 2 older injured players, right? I get why that leaves a sour taste in some people's mouths. I get why trading 4 legitimate best ball assets for 2 leaves a sour taste in people's mouths. I didn't think it was that egregious, but who am I, right? Hey, if you think so, then send me a trade and I'll give you an egregious deal the other way, I guess. I don't know, right? But hey, I'll tell you what.
Wait till he goes to brunch. Yeah,
wait till I go to brunch. I'll put a PSA in the chat that I'm going to brunch, so send him over. Again, I think if Kincaid and Dobbins are healthy, I think people view that a lot differently. And for me, I'm not trying to win right now. I'm willing to take on short-term injuries to have my construction right for next year to tier up at the right spots. So that's what I was thinking. We don't got to think the same, and that's why Dynasty's cool. Put down the damn pitchforks. I mean, it's not that serious, man. Anything else on this one, Gabe?
No, I mean, again, you kind of already hit it all, but just stop colluding, Ty.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's what I'm really into. Drew C and Big Diaz got another one done. So Drew C, again, deep team, every second round pick in the book. He gets a first round pick here from Big Diaz, and he gets Ollie Gordon. Big Diaz gets Bucky Irving, and he saw me get that 27 fab, and he had to counter me, so he had to go get that 22 fab back in this deal. Bucky Irving, man, are we going to see him this year? Do you think? You think he's coming back? He was back at practice. He was seen at practice, but allegedly, not that close. So I don't know. What do you do with your Buckies? How do you feel in this deal?
I mean, ideally, I really like Bucky over 26 first, and I really don't care too much about Ollie Gordon. He's gotten some work, right? So, which is something you want to see from a rookie running back. But yeah, man, that's a great question. Honestly, do we see Bucky back this year? I would assume so. I would hope so. Do I think it's this upcoming week? Not this week coming up, because I think he's already been ruled out. But the following week, who knows, man? Who knows? It Rashad White's been playing well. Like, I just don't know if they need to necessarily rush him back. So yeah, there's a good chance that he doesn't play this year, man. I'm going to assume he does. In the big picture, with the way that running back is viewed in this league, I'm going to take Bucky Irving still over 26 first from what I know. But it would be very interesting, especially because Big D is a contending team. And so he is going to be actively looking to score some points. And so Ty, in a week or two, man, you may have a shot at that Bucky over there if he's not playing.
Yeah. Maybe Big Diaz and I can get another one done. But I mean, yeah, Diaz 12-8, no picks through 26 or 27 now. Typically, right, you would probably see someone make this kind of a trade for someone that's healthy when they're sending away their own 26 first. But for Diaz's team, I mean, that's the crown jewel on his running back room of Javonte, Warren, Swift, Spears, Brian Robinson, Isaiah Davis, right? Oh, he has that McLaughlin now, right? So, like, he has a decent team, well constructed. McBride, Gadsden, and Jonnu Smith tight end room, beautiful, right? But this is the market for running back in this league where you have to get ahead of the coming back to even have a sniff at someone like a Bucky Irving, and that's what Diaz did. He got there early and sent that away. For Drew C, you keep your construction, you get another first, and again, you got a S ton of picks, so you have a lot of ammo to play with. If you have to make every single pick, I don't know how you fit that on the roster, but I'm sure you're not doing that. So, yeah, man. Anything else on this one? Anything else on any of the deals we saw in the old AGTS Premium Gas League this week, my friend?
Oh no! I mean, this is what we signed up for, though. We tried to get a bunch of guys that we knew were active and loved to trade, and you see it week in and week out, man. These guys are sitting there always grinding in that league, and it's just, always awesome to see. Always awesome to see. But they definitely are very opinionated. I will say that.
Active, love the trade, love to talk shit, and we love them for it. So
yeah,
thanks everyone for tuning in. This is a fun show this week. I got my buddy from Ottawa here, so we're hanging around old Halifax doing some fun stuff. What do you got coming on this weekend, my friend?
That is awesome, man. Yeah, actually throwing my wife a birthday party tomorrow.
Ooh, happy birthday, wifey.
Yeah. So throwing her a birthday party. So getting ready for that. So tomorrow is going to be a very chaotic day for your boy. So if anybody sends me any trades and I don't get back to you in a timely manner, just cut me a little bit of slack.
Y'all doing brunch?
No, because we're trying. I know. We have family coming into town. We have cousins, we have friends, and different people coming in, and so it's just there's a lot going on. Yeah, right. I think she's probably listening to me, man. So I can't be talking too loud, Okay. I'm trying to keep it under wraps a little bit.
Okay. Well, I won't tell you're taking her to Disney. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Patreon.com/allgas if you want more of everything we got going on at DDFFB. DDFantasyfootball.com for all the tools, the trades and chill tier for all the YouTube premium goodness. Sweatpants in the chat for some good trades this week. Go get you some Treyveon Henderson or Dynasty Discipline with your Treyveon Henderson. Let us know what you're doing. Have a great week. Good luck this weekend. And we out of this thing. Peace.